Recently, I saw a video of a man stealing manholes into a Toyota Sienna in somewhere in Abuja. And the police are after him, I don't know if they've not gotten him, because if they have, we would have seen, you would have gotten an update on that. But then they haven't gotten him. Stealing those metals used to cover manholes on the road. He filled the Sienna. He will move, pick up, put into the car, move, pick up, put into the car, and all of that. We hear of rail vandals, people who vandalize track rails, train track rails, people who vandalize Third Mainland Bridge rails, and all of that. Well, this is serious matters on ONIF TV. Please do share our videos, others drop your comment, make them simple. The most recent one is the disappearance of lights on airports, in the airports at the Mutarla Muhammed airport. Right on the runway, the lights, the approaching lights, had been stolen. You know, the question is, where is safe in this country? I beg, please answer, where is now safe in this country? If an international airport can be burgled, this is an airport that welcomes welcomes aircrafts almost every minute. Well, if we have it that unknown persons allegedly carted away the recently reinstalled airfield lighting system at the domestic runway 18/36 Leo of Mutarla Muhammed Airport. Well, the Punch, credit to them, gathered that the disappearance of the approaching lighting system had raised security concerns in Nigeria's busiest airports. Well, according to a source who spoke on condition of anonymity, those who carted away the system light took advantage of the closure of the runway for over 3 months. But even if it is closed, doesn't mean that it is insecure. Even if it is closed, is it now insecure? The source alleged that some farm workers connived with outsiders to steal the airport lighting system. They just reinstalled those lights. They just reinstalled them. So I can imagine that while they were installing, those people were just watching where something where we will soon come out. I don't know why we are like this. The little way they do for us again. The little way they do for us again. Now they steal them, go they spoil them, go they vandalize them. You can't steal that money, you can go sell am now, be waiting to happen. You take the money, go they beat us, go they do big boy, big girl. And you think say your life go dey okay? Now your future, now you dey chop so. Now the food where your children supposed chop for future, now you dey comot, now you dey destroy so. But then, I think the security is much more to be blamed. Are you saying that there is no security? That because a runway has been closed, they don't get there? There is no patrol? Well, like I said earlier on, they said they took advantage of the closure and he said he cannot give the actual worth of the test. But almost all the lighting was removed. The permanent secretary came around to see for himself the huge damage done. A lot of FAN officials have been suspended, the source had said. We also gathered that some heads of relevant departments at FAN have been suspended over the missing lightning system equipment on the directive of the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Aviation, Dr. Emmanuel Meribole. Well, the source also disclosed that the investigations had since commenced to unravel those responsible for the missing safety equipment. We hope they get them. Because we only hear of investigations being done, we don't hear the concluding matter. That's the unfortunate part. But according to the source, the regular incursion and stealing of safety components at the airport are carried out by syndicates consisting of some workers of the agencies who have access to the restricted areas and apply accomplices from outside. The top official with FAN, who did not want his name in print, said the agency managing director, Mr. Kabir Yusuf, was displeased with this development. Nobody should be happy about it if you don't have a hand in it. He stated that FAN's MD had also ordered the suspension of security personnel who are in charge of guarding critical airport facilities. Reacting to the latest development, a former military commandant at the military Mutarla Muhammed International Airport, Lagos, Group Captain John Ojikutu, retired, said, "This is not new at Mutarla Muhammed Airport. I wish the FAN management could go back to 1990 when similar things happened in the airport. I was convinced that it was an inside threat, it wasn't from an outside. It wasn't from outside." And those things were moved out. Those things were moved out. Lagos Airport is in town, no. No be bush ideo. Na town ideo. Those things were moved. He said, "I positioned soldiers on the runway and ensured that no FAN maintenance staff went near the runway for anything without my approval. Otherwise, it was shoot at first sight. It stopped completely. Runways, lightning were being stolen, and my conclusion then was that runway lightning can only be used for runways and not roads or houses." And so those stealing were being sold to FAN by the same workers. They were stolen and they were being sold back to FAN. That is why I'm not in support of the union carrying the picketing of the employers to the airport authority-controlled area. Well, the Director of Media, Public Affairs and Consumers Protection FAN, Mr. Yakubu Funtua, told the media reporters that investigation had been launched and that the agency will do all within its power to avoid a recurrence, but then they should get those who did this one. He said FAN is doing all it can to get to the bottom of this. You are very aware that there are many agencies within the airport, including the different ones that are supposed to be taking care of the security there. So it would be unfair to put this theft on our members or staffs, and I don't think there is any FAN staff that wants the agency to crash. Well, this is still serious matters. I just feel concerned. I just feel bothered. Maybe the news is not so, I'm not supposed to bring it here, but then I think it's a serious matter that needs to be addressed, that needs to be discussed, that needs to be checked. We cannot have a little. Just the same way we have people who vandalize roads. You want to pass something across the road, you start breaking the roads. Little opening on that road that you break open without being covered again. The moment water begins to get into it, it starts to expand and the road is gone. And so every pothole you see on the road started with something. Somebody changed his tire on the road, left the stone there, or somebody, while was doing something, struck the road, did not cover it back. Somebody did something. We cannot continue like this. We are trying to develop. For how many years will we be trying to develop? Well, this is serious matters here at ONIF TV. Please do drop your comment, make them simple and civil. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.